All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Cup of Joy. I'm Joy. I'm just going to be stretching nice and casually. Feel free to join me, follow along, get some inspiration from any poses that you see me doing. Ask me any questions. Let's just hang out and have a wonderful morning stretching together. And then Zeb's joined us. Yay! Say hi, Zeb. Meow, meow. So I think my hips kind of came out of adjustment, out of alignment the other day. So yesterday I went and saw Dr. Eccles. If you guys know me from Psyche Truth, you might know who Dr. Eccles is. He's like my favorite chiropractor and one of my favorite people in all the land. He's amazing. So he helped reset my hips for me. And so my back's been really tight because of it. Tighten that. So I'm just going to take it nice and easy today, just really feel into what's going on. I have a bunch of private lessons today. Today is D-Day of private lessons. Oh. Do any of you guys have a stability ball like this where it's all pokey? This feels so good on my back and my body. It kind of hits some of the pressure points. My back has a bunch of spots on it now. Okay then. That's my boy. Good morning, Zeb. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a brand new day. Good morning. Good morning. Let's say hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Let's kitty.
So because my hip was out of place for like a week, my whole backside of my body is super tight, especially like my hamstrings and my glutes, and everything just like hurts. Just slowly trying to be mindful and open up the fascia and slowly release the muscles. Trying to work with my body. Oh, I love kitties. Who loves kitties? I love dogs too, but I think cats are my favorite. I have more of a cat personality. Are you a cat personality or a dog personality? So forward folds were what was hurting the most when my hips were out of alignment. So I'm just trying to be easy with those forward folds right now. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. My left hamstring is like so much tighter than my right. Like this right here is tight. This is as far as I can straighten my leg right now. Dr. Eccles is like, Joy, you need to just come back once a month so I can just keep you from breaking. Because I do a lot. With aerial yoga, acro yoga, regular yoga, kitty kisses, they take work. Do your animals do this? Just sit while you work out or do yoga and request headbutts and kisses from you, or demand them, or force them. So again, same thing, I'm really working with my fascia. It's that meshy layer of flesh that just like wraps around all of your muscles, your joints, your ligaments. And when you sleep, or if you're stagnant for a long time, like you sit a lot, you don't really move or stretch or exercise, it starts to like shrink wrap all over your body. And so that's why it's like, even if you do practice yoga every day, and when you wake up in the morning, it feels like you haven't stretched a day in your life, that's the fascia. So we're just trying to break that up. And it's easier to break up the fascia when you do kind of counteracting movements back and forth, so going from bent to straight, to bent, to straight, instead of just trying to pull and pull and pull and working it against itself in a way and then against in a way. So it starts to break up a lot more quickly and easily. Isn't that right, Steph? Yeah. Aww. I might be a little bit biased, but I also kind of don't think I am because I've owned a lot of cats in my day, and Zep is just the cutest, most handsome, most loving, most dog-like, most amazing kitty I've ever had in my life. Huh. He's from the streets. I'm so glad I found him. Or he found me. So when I'm extra tight, I have what's called a gua sha. Gua sha. So gua sha is like this flat buy-in stone or any kind of like stone or metal. Like this is a pebble from Mexico, actually, that I picked up from the ocean. And then this one I bought off of Etsy. You can also get on Amazon. I didn't know that. But the buy-in stone releases ultraviolet waves, or UV or whatever, UV light. So it actually helps speed up the healing process and stimulate it. So this one's a little bit lighter. It doesn't like create as much pressure. But this one's a lot heavier, and it even has a little bit wider of an edge. So if I'm feeling super sensitive, I'll start with the wider edge first. And Zep loves the gua sha. He loves the gua sha. The whole family loves gua shaing now. So gua sha is a traditional Chinese medicine technique. It means red sand or something to that effect. If you're Chinese, please correct me if that's not true. And so essentially you scrape whatever area and you keep scraping. Normally you would do this with bare skin and some oil, but you can also use clothes too. It's recommended to wear clothes if you're an elderly person or if you're a child. So it just feels like a bag of ropes when I'm like running the edge of this over that hamstring, and that's all that fascia getting all knotted up. Oh, so it's not the most pleasant experience, but it really helps to break up all that stagnant energy. Helps to really open those like tension areas in your body, break up any knots, get fresh blood and oxygen to the area. So really like on the inside, when I run the edge of this across my leg, like there's parts where it's smooth and then where it's really tight, it's actually like really bumpy. So it's like going over like those little speed bumps, you know, the little dots that they put sometimes like as a speed bump. It's like driving over one of those or like a cobblestone street. You can just really like, feel how crunchy it is. It's a cute face, I know. So now me, Tyler, and even Zep, we all gua sha. Ever since I discovered the gua sha, I have like not stopped. I'm really addicted. It's helped a lot. Yay! So yeah, you can just go find a pebble, something that feels good in your hand, maybe with some different edge options, or type in Bian stone, B-I-A-N stone, if you want the ultraviolet. But yeah, so that just helped. Now comfortably. So if you guys saw before, I was like here and I was like, oh my gosh, that's a stretch. And now about here. So this helps to open up, along with stretching, it's helped to open up that leg just a little bit more. Now we can work with it. Are you more like a dog person or a cat person? Like I mean personality. Like, I'm more like a cat. Like, sometimes I want to be left alone and I want my own time and just do my thing. And then other times I want you to love me, pet me, feed me, and I want to take a nap.
No, the folks don't need to see that.
He's a good boy.
Alright, let's see how this side does. Oh, it's a little bit better. A little bit better.
How am I doing? What do you think?
Oh, I want to play.
Oh, that's my bracelet.
Don't do it. Thank you. No, don't do it. I'm so scared. Ah! Ah! Crazy. Crazy boy.
Attack! I guess I'm kind of like a cat like that too. Also, I'm like, bah! How are you guys feeling in your bodies right now? How you doing? You stretching? You breathing? Are you going with what feels right? Not what you think you need to do or what it needs to look like? So I'm all about the business of bringing the body back into balance. So when your body's out of balance, your practice has to be out of balance. You should not do same, both sides if your body's not the same on both sides. So even though my right leg is a little bit tight, it's not as tight as my left leg. So I'm just not going to be here for as long. I'm not going to go as deep. So again, with my buy-in stone, I'm just taking the flat edge. Since this one is actually has different curves to it, I'm using the wider curve to fit along the curve of my hamstring here. I'm just scraping. Yeah, see that. And I always want to do a couple strokes leading towards the heart after you finish. So some days your yoga practice looks super badass and you're pulling cranes and flying king pigeons and all sorts of cool stuff. And other days it looks like you just are crying on your yoga mat. Other days it just looks like you're sleeping. Yeah, It's just that's what yoga is for. Like it's for life. So wherever you're at in your life, you pick the yoga practice that will help bring you to balance. Not perpetuate or exacerbate, make worse. Is that how you say it? Exacerbate. Oh, well, kiss your kitty and all is well. Oh, kiss your kitty and all's good. Yeah. That knows. He knows. Child's pose is not feeling very good for me today. Back bends, that's what we need to do. And thread the needle. Have you guys tried kicking one leg to the side? Oh my gosh, it feels so good, especially when you root down through that outer edge of your foot and you lift up to the inner arch. Just get this wonderful T-band and adductor stretch. So it's like, what's all that breathing for? It's like a minute in here. Again, not doing even time on both sides because my body is not even on both sides. That side is extra tight. Extra tight. I'm gonna do that again. So instead of having my arm out straight, if you bend it but keep your elbow still about shoulder height, offers just a little bit more of a stretch. Oh wow, huge difference from when I first started to now. I can straighten my leg, wow, yoga, gua shots, magic. Sometimes I think Zet knows that the camera is on. So I'm definitely going to be rubbing some CBD lotion on my body after this. Do you guys use CBD? Have you tried it before? Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for joining me, stretching with me, or just hanging out. I hope you feel good in your body this morning. I hope that you can stay mindful of how you're always feeling and how you're responding to your environment or even to yourself. And just always find ways to fill your cup and balance out. Thank you so much for following along. If you want to hang out and watch me gua sha, I'm just going to gua sha my back a little bit, and then I'm going to go eat. So, yeah, let me know what you guys have planned for the day. I have 3 private lessons, 2 aerial yoga, which is like on the silks, and then 1 just regular yoga, sometimes kind of acro yoga mixed in. Ooh. I love this stuff. So this is from Pure Harmony, made with love and conscious. Made with love and conscious. But she's amazing. This has 250 milligrams of CBD in it, and it really works well. So like I can always tell within, I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes, I really feel it set in. And then about every 30 minutes, I just apply a little bit more because I just feel like a little bit of an ache and I just want to kind of reapply it every 30 minutes to an hour, I'd say. So now that that's on that hip area that was giving me trouble and my whole back, I wipe whatever excess off on any other tension areas. My bicep is always one of those. So then I'm going to take my gua sha, and then again I'm going to kind of start with the flatter edge, or the more like flatter curve, and start scraping. So again, you can kind of tell where all of the tension is because it'll feel like a bag of ropes. I really don't know how else to explain how that would feel. It just feels really bumpy, really ropey. Alright, so I'm just kind of making sure that there isn't any stuck fascia preventing me from being able to really open up and heal. Oh, kitty stretch. I'll do a little bit on my arm. So I have this whole line on my arm, that's the wrong side, that makes it all tight in my pec and in my shoulder, and it's all from my arm and shoulder. Ooh, so instantly, gua sha, red sand, I'm pretty sure that's what it means. You get all these red bumps that come up when you start scraping. And like literally, it won't happen if you're not tight in that spot. Just when you are. So let me get a little bit closer. Maybe you guys can see the redness. Maybe not. Now that I'm stepping out of the light, but yeah, it's nice. It's a love-hate because it really feels good because it's really releasing that stuff that's really stagnant and tight. But at the same time, it's also like really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. All right, so now that I stretched and have broken up all that fascia, I'm gonna have some breakfast and maybe my Slender Olive Boost and get ready for my day. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste. Mhm.